Because NIACE is an NGO, and we are the only NGO that's actually not a ministry, who's actually taking forward the role of the national coordinator. What it's meant for us is we can embed the work into our into NIACE's priorities. So what we're focusing on specifically are something what we've been hearing about today at the Grand Cause, which is about how you look at the social return on investment, because we think that's very important. We've been looking at basic skills and the social inclusion agenda, and how we can support social inclusion through basic skills, and looking at effective practice, not just across the 4 countries, but with our colleagues at the European Basic Skills Network, and that's been very successful. We're also doing a lot of work with our young people NEET, as we call them in the United Kingdom. That's those not in education, employment or training. So we've been looking at how we can encourage them more to participate in learning. We're also looking at self-learning communities, particularly how we mobilise communities in self-learning through the use of digital technology, because again we think that's very important. So these are our priorities in terms of basic skills, looking at social return on investment, looking at how we get young people who are not in education, training and employment to participate more and also the employability agenda, as well as looking at basic skills in generally, but also looking at family learning and the impact family learning plays in adult learning. And that was something that I was talking about yesterday, because we've just released our report on our family learning inquiry, which was an 18-month-long inquiry, and that's going to be we're going to take those recommendations, and we're going to use our role as national coordinator to disseminate those widely, not just across the United Kingdom, but also across Europe as well. Last April we had our kick-off conference, and one of the mandates that came out of that conference was to see how we could actually get a better European forum to talk about family learning, and that's something that's been really, I think, at the heart, certainly yesterday, of what we were talking about at this Grand Cause against illiteracy, and we were pleased to support that.